Hey everybody, we're back with another Sign It Live. Sorry about coming in about 4 minutes late, but we got a good excuse. We got the intrepid traveler here, Hurricane
Very
Shane
intrepid.
Helms. My gosh, I can't. I did this 2 weeks in a row. How about that? I didn't turn the sound down like I tell everybody. Wow, what a day you've had to travel. What a 24 hours you've had. This is
Yeah,
you probably haven't been on a plane in
I know.
9 months, and all of a sudden you travel nonstop.
I know I was stressing you out too, so I apologize for that. But sometimes I have to fight crime. Crime never sleeps, and crime fighters sleep even less.
I hear it. Speaking about crime, before we go into all this stuff here, there's so much great stuff to buy at highspotsauctions.com. We have 9 different promos for you to choose from. We have a few of the Chase Mattel Elites left. I think we have one turnbuckle left. We may or may not have sold that out. And then Shane just brought these. We just added these to highspotsauctions.com. These are the Wrestle Tunes. These are kind of like the Funko Pops, but these were made just specifically for Shane. He'll sign these up. A couple of you guys sent these in for mail order, and we've never had these before. But Shane brought these in there, so we've now added them online. You can go to highspotsauctions.com, pick those up. Shane has brought some tremendous, I mean, really, really high-end gear. WWE, WCW, a lot of crime fighting, some 3 count. I mean,
Yeah,
you've covered it all, and
yeah,
kind of represents your career, which
yeah. I wanted to give a little bit from each era. So with the WCW stuff, I wanted to bring some WWE, and those were super rare. The purple tights with WWE. I know me and Rosie had those because there was a big deal for me to update Rosie's costume to get him out of the SHIT one to put the cool one in. And so when he did that, I wanted to go to some new colors as well. And so I have the rare Galactic Hurricane
well,
purple
we're
tights.
we're going to start this right off now before we even get into products because these we realize with the amount of pre-orders we've had, this might be a long night, so we want to get these auctions started. Talk about this pair first because we're going to start this one and this one only first. This is a pair of your WWE tights, obviously, something well worn.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh.
I wore the hell out of them. I couldn't tell you how many matches I had in them, but probably 30 or 40 matches easily in them. Um,
Judging by the strings, you had well over 40 matches in these.
yeah,
So.
yeah. And so against the WWE Elite, I mean, luckily I wrestled just about everybody at some point in time. So there's a lot of history behind those particular tights.
And this is a heavyweight neon spandex. This is all hand cut. This isn't what we do now, which is the computerized, vinyl heated on. This is all hand cut stuff, so the workmanship in this is a little more detailed. Every piece is outlined. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different layers just to put this design together. So kind of wrestling gear isn't made this way anymore. Now we use the computer
Yeah.
graphics printed up, little heat transfer gun. You're done. This is nice and traditional. So
Yeah, and I mean the WWE seamstresses made that, and it generally lasted a long time, which is why I was able to get so many uses out of it.
absolutely. So like all our auctions here, and I scare some of the guys when I say this. Our auctions start at $5, and we know that it won't end up anywhere close to that. I wanted to start off with a really high end piece, and then maybe work our way down, as opposed to working up to these. So this is, I think, one of the 2 biggest pieces that you brought tonight. The purple gear that I'll just flash in front of you in case people are thinking about which ones that you wore with Rosie are also going to be later for auction. So if you're deciding between the two, just realize you got 2 nice pairs here that you're going to do. We have a 3 count outfit, which is the original pants and a t-shirt, right?
Yeah.
And then if these all go well, he's got a couple other items we might pull out. So there's at least 3 items for sure we're going to auction off tonight. So also want to start off by letting you know that tonight's show is sponsored by the Steel Cage Lounge podcast. Listen live on the Squawker app Saturday nights at 7 p.m. or download wherever you get your podcast at. So thank you once again to Steel Cage Lounge podcast for being a proud sponsor of this show. So with that being said, Shane, you really do have a lot of business. We're gonna start lining them up here. And I
Okay.
did tell people, I teased people last week's show that I get, and you know this. High Spots has to give a big thanks to I'll call him Sugar Shane Helms for even being in wrestling, because the first times we were able to vend at shows or actually be a merchandise vendor at shows were in the old Omega shows.
Oh, yeah.
Back when I was in school, and believe it or not, I'm older than Shane. So I'm watching Shane, I'm watching Shannon, I'm watching you jump off the top of armory trucks and in old armories. This is before you signed all those big contracts. This is working in the Omega days, and I remember skipping not skipping. Instead of preparing for a exam, I went to an Omega show the night before. I think it was in Southern Pines. Probably was in Southern Pines, and so Shane went to.
How'd you do on the exam?
Not as good as I probably should have, but Shane went to school with a guy that still works for High Spots. You went to NC State, one of my rivals, with Jeff. Jeff does all of our website updates. And
No, I didn't go to NC State. We were just friends.
You were just friends. I thought you were all part of NC State and.
No, I went to wrestling camp at NC State as an amateur.
Okay.
So
then, how did you know Jeff? Now that I've got this story all wrong.
Jeff was in the audience for my very first match in 1991.
Well, then how are you connected to him and Chuck and?
Because they were a part of an indie company that I became a part of.
Okay, well, see,
but I never met Jeff until I met Chuck, Big Mike Howell, who were going to be my tag team partners, Mike Maverick, David. I'd met them already, and I might have met Jeff, but I don't recall meeting him until I had a match in April of 1991. Was my first match as a wrestler. Mm-hmm. I'd been a referee when I was 15, but now I'm 16, and I have my first match. And Jeff waited till after the show to talk to me because he was already in the business, but still very new. And this is when the indies were complete hell. You kids don't know how good you got it these days. They used to be really rough. And we've been friends ever since.
Well, the one part of the story that I know I got right, because my brain hasn't totally collapsed, is you would have a table at these Omega shows, and back then, if you were an outside vendor like High Spots was, you didn't just go and buy a spot at a show. If you weren't one of the guys wrestling on the shows,
right,
you didn't sell your gimmicks there. So the way that I got around that is happening to know Shane and a little bit with Matt, and I would kind of watch over their stuff a little bit, but mostly sell my stuff. So when he's in the back preparing for the match and he doesn't have a chance to sell at the table, I'm making sure these fans aren't taking stuff off there. And I remember a couple of times where Matt would come around and be like, "Well, who are you with?" And I'm like, "I'm with Shane. I'm with Shane." So I would say that High Spot's first ever gimmick tables and first entry into the merchandising business was thanks to you. So and of course,
I don't really.
You don't even remember that? Yeah.
I mean, now that you mention it, but I'm just one of those person. If I can help somebody, I will, right, and then I'll move on and not think about it. But none of us get by without help from somebody,
sure,
And I know all the help I've gotten in the business, so it's always great when somebody recognizes it and remember it, because not everybody does. There's a lot of people I've helped that sometimes they forget.
Right. Well, and Shane moved on. He moved on fast. Obviously you got signed early in your career to WCW. I mean, you were a natural, and you.
No, not earlier. See, he hasn't done his homework.
Well. No.
I was on the Indies for 8.5 years before I got signed.
When I saw you, when you were working Omega, how old were you?
I was probably 24, 25.
Okay. Well, I'll say from the point I saw you, which was the first time that I saw Shane Helms, I didn't get to see 16 to 22, 23.
Yeah, you didn't get to see Kid Vicious.
I didn't see Kid Vicious, but the part that I saw, you went quickly to WCW, and all you guys, you're all super talented. Omega had a lightning in a bottle at that point. So
yeah, we had 13 guys that got signed, whether it was WCW, WWF at the time, or ECW. We had 13 guys.
Yeah, it's amazing. And
insane.
And if you go back, they're all on YouTube. You can kind of watch some of the stuff there, but really powerful stuff. And it's great that I can still call on Shane every time we do conventions and stuff. Shane, when he's available, when he's not working for the big monster events, he's always been gracious to us. So I just wanted to recognize and say thank you
thank you
for 22 years of helping us out.
Thank you.
All right, well, we got a lot of stuff, guys. So again, go to highspotsauctions.com for everything that's available. It's still left. You're going to be seeing a lot of these. So we'll start off with this is a mail-in from Michael Sugarman, Pacific Palisades, California.
Okay.
You're going to get used to seeing these. Let's see if he usually they'll specify two. Let's stick with this. We'll see how that looks. I think that's going to look pretty
good. Michael.
So this one's going to be to Michael. Stand back. There's a hurricane coming through. Shane Hurricane Helms.
Okay. To Michael.
Stand back.
Stand back.
Where'd he get that from? Yeah, you should just know.
I'm just glad he got it right. There are still people that think I say stay in the back. It was never stay in the back. But I get it. I do have a weird accent.
Yeah, just a reminder you actually have to sign the signature. So sometimes we get all caught up in this inscription and we forget.
Okay.
There we go.
And you want Shane Hurricane.
Yep.
Boom.
All right, there it is. Michael Sugarman. I'll hold that up for you. You hold on to that pen because I think you're going to be using that pen quite a bit here back to back. Michael Sugarman in Pacific Palisades, California. Thank you so much. Next one up is Christopher Copeland. This will be no specific. Yep, I think he just wants the normal autograph. Nothing inscribed.
No,
Yep.
no personalization.
Nope, doesn't appear
Just
to be.
Hurricane.
Christopher Copeland, Lakewood, California. All right, there you go. You get the Hurricane right there. Thank you, Christopher. This is for Drew Odell. He wants you to use a green paint pen. Let's see. No specifics, so I guess just Hurricane.
Alrighty.
Drew Odell, Gainesville, Georgia. There you go. Thank you, Drew.
Big Drew. Citizen Drew.
Let's see. Please sign a lime green paint pen. Hey, we just happen to have one of those. This is from Mike King. Mike King in Williamsburg, Kentucky. Just wants Hurricane.
All right. Had to be confused with Mike Kingston.
Mike Kingston. Michael Kingston.
Michael Kingston.
This is just Mike King from Kentucky. All right, next one up. We have Dominic Martinez from Mesa, Arizona. Hey, he wants a light green paint pen. I got one of those. Dominic Martinez. Yep, no, just your signature.
Perfect.
This is easy.
Just to let you know why he's doing that. Gear's gone back and forth. We have a couple people that are out, but we're still waiting. Just to let you know, we were at $350 with Tim Jameson.
Tim is a regular gear buyer. Let's see if we got Dylan Anthony out there. Is Dylan a participant tonight in the gear?
Dylan's out.
He's out? All right.
I need to hear from Scott Caldwell.
All right. Scott Caldwell, waiting to hear from you, and then Tim Jameson. Now, you're going to pick up a steal on these for, would you say the bid was $350? $350. Oh. I have to put the stuff back in the closets. All right. This is for Anthony Nugent.
Okay.
He wants to put inscription, stand back, there's a hurricane coming through.
No Anthony?
Nope.
Okay.
Anthony Nugent sent this all the way from Australia. How about that? Put some miles on this.
The Hurricane as well?
And then your name, yep.
Okay.
All right, Anthony, thank you so much for sending this in from Australia. Probably cost you $100 to get it here, knowing the shipping from Australia, so we appreciate it. I'm going to stick with these here while we have them. Let's see.
We'll also be selling this can with my DNA on it. So if
You
anybody
laugh.
wants to commit a crime,
We have sold cans that
Yeah?
people actually pay for that stuff.
I wrestled a couple cans.
Let's see. I've already got them mixed up. So
No offense, Jake.
All right, these are already
No pop.
mixed up.
He popped
No
it.
pop. They're already mixed up. Can you resort? Because why don't you put one or two at a table? Because this one has two, and that had one on it, and this one had one, and that one had two. So it's not going to work.
Chaos. Chaos has ensued.
All right, let's go to. All right, so this one is for Richard Reese in Fredericksburg, Virginia. Let's see, both in great condition. All right, so on this one, he wants you to write, stand back, there's a hurricane coming through. For Richard Reese.
Imagine that.
You're wishing you would have been associated with Hey Yo right now, right?
Yeah. I definitely need a shorter catchphrase. And then Hurricane as well.
Mm-hmm. All right, and he also had he wants a two-parter. How about this? So black Sharpie, what's up with that?
All right.
And then green paint pen, he has the instructions on there. It's for Richard Reese. Put it right there, right above it. That's why they put those post-it notes right there. They don't want us to mess it up.
Now somebody wrote thought or thought.
But you're going to fix it. You're going to fix it.
Yeah, because that's the kind of person I am.
See, now he's probably been following your career for 20 years, and he had it wrong the whole time. All right, so let's just go ahead and sign Hurricane.
Oh, Hurricane as well.
Yeah, just
with the pen.
No, right here's good. You got space below the. Beautiful. Thank you, Richard. All right, next we got the two-parter for Freddie Bettencourt. All right, so on this one, he wants you to write "stand back" and then Hurricane on it.
Green paint.
Yep.
He wants what?
Stand back.
Okay.
You get to leave off the Hurricane part, just the stand back and then your autograph. And then on this one, he wants you to write, "What's up with that?"
Anyone right here?
Yeah, on the plastic part. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
This is Freddie Bettencourt. If you don't like, oh no. What
did it say right?
Hold on. He didn't want you to do that, and he wants this in paint pen, right?
It says green, white, or silver.
Yeah. So let's use that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's on here?
He wants you to write, "What's up with that?" and then Hurricane. There we go. Freddie Bettencourt, thank you so much.
This is on your Facebook Live?
It is.
Tag me in something so I can do it.
Somebody do something.
We will.
Somebody do something. I'll do a watch along on this shoot.
All right. I need a white paint pen to complete this part. All right, this guy's a lot of instructions. All right, he wants you to write, "What's up with that?" in white paint pen.
Okay.
And then he wants you to write the Hurricane in the green paint pen.
Okay.
You need prep time? All right, we'll come back to that. We'll come back to that. All right, this one's for. This says for Vince, but it's to Chris. Is that right? Chris, yeah. All right. This is buying a gift.
Okay.
All right, this one's going to be to Vince, Hurricane Stand Back.
Okay.
This is sent in by Chris Capriagliani, Farmington, Minnesota.
Minnesota?
Mm-hmm. There we go. Thank you, Chris. White prepped? Are we still prepping white?
Still prepping white. We might not happen.
All right. All right, this one's going to be for Josh Wolf. Josh Wolf has sent in
The
two.
comedian?
He's actually from Ambler, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. One chase. So, Minton, please have him sign. What's up with that on them? What's up with that?
Okay. Does it matter that says yellow or Carolina blue?
Yeah, probably does. Man, I'm glad I got you here. I mean, not just for the signing part, just for that part. All right, can you? We have Carolina blue right here. There we go. Josh Wolf, Ambler, Pennsylvania, not Canadian.
That does not show up as well as Josh would have liked. That looks
No.
good though.
I don't know.
I mean, it's up to you.
We may. Hey Josh, if you're watching, let's use green. We'll clean that off for you because this blue is not popping. So that's because that's light blue. We don't have that other light blue from last week, do we?
No.
We sent that back. We may need to clean that one off. If Josh Wolf is watching, please let us use our green. All right. So this is the guy. We have the two-parter.
Okay.
All right. He wants you to write the Hurricane in white. Posca paint pen. Did he send in a Posca paint pen?
No, we did not have one with it.
So put stand back Hurricane.
Yeah. He wants you to write stand back in green.
Stand back in green.
That's my understanding.
And then Hurricane in white.
Please sign white Posca paint pen or another brand, whichever is flowing best. All right. The Hurricane above the Hurricane. No, I'll tell you what. That's optional. Just use the green. Let's use the green.
The Hurricane above autograph. So stand back Hurricane. Is that what we're going with?
Here, let's do this. Right there.
Stand back.
That's not right. What? Hold on. This is not right. It says to Michael. That's
The
not right.
Gemini kid, if he were here, this would not stand.
Did Josh write back?
The sticker just got stuck from the other one before. So,
All right. White Posca paint pen, but we do not have a white Posca paint
He's
pen.
asking if we have it.
Okay.
That's all we have back.
That's not a Posca though. All right. So Jonathan Smith in Gainesville, Georgia. Before I sign this, I'm gonna ask you: do you want this sign in a white Sharpie or white Deco? Because we do not have a white Posca. The only Posca that we have here today is green, which looks fabulous. So let us know. I'm gonna put this also to the side.
Let's revisit why we're doing this. Let's revisit that auction.
Mm-hmm.
We're at 350 still with Tim Jameson. Everyone else says they're out, so we would put it on 60 seconds.
You ready to go 60 seconds at 350 on these? All right.
Sounds good.
Tim Jameson getting this for 350. 60 seconds. We'll sign a few more and then we'll close it up.
Joshua.
Jonathan Smith says let's go green.
Once again, until he responds, we're not
Is this
signing.
pasta?
Okay. Josh Wolf are waiting, and then Ryan.
Jonathan Smith. Do we have that?
All right. This is the one that has multiplied colors. All right. There we go. That was this. So this one on the white. He wants what's up with that.
Okay.
Yeah, he made it real clear. He made this real easy for us. Look at that.
Okay. What's up with that?
And then switch colors to that. This is Ryan Barretto in Ontario, Canada.
All right.
And then WWE Cruiserweight Champion, just real small right there. There you go. Thank you, Ryan.
So Ryan said we just got a message from him on my Chase Elite sent in. And Shane spelled what's up with that. Is that correct? Is that what he put on that?
Yeah.
On this one?
Yes.
Yep. Ryan
Barretto?
Barretto. Yep.
Okay. Good.
Ryan, thank you for making it very clear. It was very clear. All right, so this one,
Detailed instructions.
I guess no inscription on this one. We don't know who it's for. Oh, here it is. Joseph Gonzalez. All right. You signed one or two in your day here?
Yeah, a couple. To Joseph or just Hurricane?
I'm going to guess he just wants it just Hurricane because he didn't put any specifics.
All right.
All right. Next one's from Bobby Hawkins. Bobby doesn't need an inscription, right? Just sign
It's
this.
signed.
Okay. Bobby Hawkins, got your Hotel Elite. We're going to put this one in the green. Okay. Bobby, thank you so much.
All right. So we don't have any newcomers at 350. If you want to go ahead and give me a.
All right, we're going to put this on a 10-second count on this for 350, and then we'll invoice Tim. And then Tim, you'll let us know how you want this signed. I'm sure you want it saying like ring worn, hurricane, but exactly how you want it, where you want it, colors, let us know. But this will be on a 10-second clock to Tim Jamison, 350, right?
Mm-hmm.
350. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we'll make sure we'll let 10 seconds go for the lag just to make sure that no one is just seeing it now. There's about a 30-second
Nick
lag.
Christie just came on with 350. That's a matching bid. Ask Nick Christie if he wants to go higher.
So Nick, 350 was the high bid. We're going to give you just a second to just top 350. There it is, 355. All right. So Tim, you and Nick, you got time to work it out. We're going to leave it right here. I'll put this back up for here. Appreciate Nick jumping in there, making this a little more fun. So Nick Christie, 355 current high bid. Tim Jamison, waiting to hear from you. All right, let's get some artwork done here. All right, this one, a lot of these, tell us about this piece, because I think this is the original, might be hanging up in your house, is what I heard.
Yeah, this guy sent me the original, and he would always do the story of what character was transforming into what. And so for me, the story here is I'm really the Hurricane. Gregory Helms was the disguise.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why the Hurricane's on this side and Gregory Helms is here. So that's how that came about.
And a lot of people want you to sign it as both Shane Helms and Hurricane, so we're going to accommodate that request.
Is Shane Helms, or do they want Gregory Helms?
Yeah, probably Gregory Helms on the right side.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So put Hurricane on this side and Gregory here?
That's right.
All right, perfect. You notice how you can read my signature?
You can. I like that. Some
Yeah.
of these kids that you are training out here, that you can't even read it. So that is
That I'm
for
training out
James Thompson. You know, the kids that you're bringing up in this world. Hey, you're an agent. You know these things, right? You've been helping out these kids. After your active wrestling career has been over, you've been in the back. You've seen it. But when do you teach these kids how to do their autographs so we can read it?
I've always tell people to have a good autograph. Because
Yeah.
it's just lazy when they don't. There's no way around it.
Oh, absolutely. All right. So this one is going to be for Adam Schwab. We're going to switch this. You want to use Sharpies or you want to use paint pens? Which ones do you like?
Doesn't matter. Sharpies are fine.
Sharpies it is. All right, we're going to do this in gold. There's a lot of nice
Two
black
Adam?
space. This is going to be 2 Adam. Yep, 2. This is Adam Schwab, Morris Plains, New Jersey. Awesome. Looks great. Definitely stick with the gold unless we hear otherwise. Adam Schwab, thank you so much. Right here?
The bin's right in front of you. Yep. You're under the turnbuckle.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Just throw them in the bin. All right, this next one's for Jeffrey Bryan. This is going to be 2 Jeffrey. Jeffrey Bryan in Chagrin Falls, Ohio.
Can you let everybody know that the split face will have both signatures on it?
Okay, yeah, by default, that Hal Haney piece, this piece here, unless we hear otherwise, we're going to go ahead and put both signatures on there because it's obviously 2 people. So you can put that in the personalizations part of it if you'd like. If you want anything added, and that is still available on highspotsauctions.com.
Yep.
All right. All right, next one. This is going to be for Clint Smith. He wants you to put 2 Clint. What's up with that?
We were out of turnbuckles.
All right, turnbuckles are gone. We have 1 more replica gear. If you want to bring that on camera for me, I'll. Yeah. This is one we put in a shadow box. Now, the one that you get will not be in a shadow box unless you want to pay extra because it's quite a bit of effort to put it in the shadow box and to ship it. But it'll come just the outfit. We'll have them sign it. What do you think? You think did an okay job for a replica?
Yeah, that looks great.
Maybe you can pair it up with one of these authentic pair of tights that you brought up here. But Obviously, this is not ring
looks
worn.
good.
This is just something we
Yeah.
made in the back with our gifted seamstresses and the use of computers to make that logo. So, obviously, I don't want to ever compare it to the authentic pieces that you brought, and should not sell for anywhere near the authentic pieces that you brought. But we have one more of these available. We only made 3 because I didn't know if you were going to have time to bring your stuff, so I
Right.
want to make sure we had something. All right, Clint's asked for any funny stories of wrestling. I bet you have 1 or 2 that you can tell.
Yeah. You got to be a little bit more specific. Where,
All right, yeah.
where do you want to go?
All right.
You could always listen to the Highway to Helms podcast for the funny.
Tim Jameson took us to $400.
Great, Tim. And are we still in or out with? We're waiting. All right.
Who's
This is for Brandon Peglow. He wants to put to Citizen Brandon.
Citizen Brandon. Perfect.
All right. This is a specific question he asked. He said, "Did anyone ever refuse to get chokeslam?" That's an easy enough.
I mean, not that I recall. No. But most of the time, like when I first started doing it, the idea was never to hit it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And then Vince McMahon decided that I was going to start choke slamming everybody. And
Then it was Rock, and then it was Austin, and it was John Cena. There you go.
people aren't saying no to Vince.
No one is.
Let me give you this one.
Even if he calls at 1 o'clock on a Sunday afternoon and says, "Get in the car."
Specifically.
All right, Kyle Akins. This is just your signature, the Hurricane. Kyle Akins in Petersboro, New Hampshire.
He said, let's do these in green.
Awesome. All right, we're going back to these. We're going to put these in the green. How about that green pasta pan? That looked great. Let's, we
That was for Josh Wolf.
Yep. Josh Wolf, we did the Carolina Blue the first time. Didn't look good. We'll do it again. Let's see. He put "What's up with that?"
Okay.
and then your signature.
The green looks way better.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jonathan Smith also on this one right here said green is also great.
Great.
So we got both of those down.
Thanks for watching too, guys. Makes things a lot easier when you're following
sir.
along with us.
And this is what?
Same thing. What's up with that?
And let's put a 60-second for $400 to Tim Jameson.
Okay. He fended off.
We haven't had any responses yet.
I think it's
Anthony
Nicholas
just-
Christie.
Yeah.
There you go.
Anthony Jameson. And Nick hasn't responded for a while, so
All right, Nick, if you're out there, let us know, or else this thing's going to be locked down. 60 seconds back on the clock. 400 to Tim Jameson's. So, Tim, maybe this will be the time. We'll close this off. $400.
You know where What's Up With That came from?
What's up with that came from?
I just said it one day and everybody started laughing.
Yeah.
So I kept it. Like if you can
Hey,
make
if you can make the wrestlers pop,
if you
right?
can make the cameramen, especially because they've seen it all. The guys behind the camera that are doing the sound and the lights, they've seen everything.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can pop them, that was always something I kept in mind. So if I can make them laugh, it's like okay, I'm gonna use that.
You know it's going to work for people following it. All right, so we're going to switch. We held this back, Jonathan Smith. We switched to the green. If you'll add "stand back" in your autograph.
So that's just another way that our production people don't get nowhere near the credit they deserve. Especially you guys. Look at them working diligently.
They work hard. Big steak over there.
all right, let's go ahead and give me a 10 count on the green.
All right, still to Tim.
Yep, still 10.
All right, Tim, one more time. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 10 seconds to let Nick Christie or whoever else is going to jump in there, and we'll close it up. $400. Still very good value on authentic gear. Joseph Cardamon. We're gonna go to you for this Hal Haney piece. We're gonna use that.
Black.
Yep.
So put the Joseph
So-
or just the name?
Nope, just your name, Hurricane, and then. All right, thank you, Joseph.
We are clear. Congratulations, Tim Jameson.
All right, Tim, congratulations.
You just want to. Yeah.
We're going to send you an invoice. I need you to pay that immediately. Before we go straight to these other tights, okay? Because we got these purple tights that I teased. Let's go here.
Okay.
Let's go here and tell us a little about these. This is a set, right?
Yeah,
These are
you
set?
can do them together if you want.
Yeah, let's do them as a set because they were
Okay.
worn as a set on TV, so makes sense to do it now. So obviously we recognize this. This is not the hurricane gear. This is
Not the hurricane gear. These are the pants I wore in my TV debut with 3 Count. The very first appearance of 3 Count, I had these yellow pants on, and they had just painted the green circles that day, and that's why there's green paint still on these yellow pants.
Huh.
Because the circle it hadn't dried yet, and so we debuted on them with those green circles, and that was my very first.
Who did the shopping for the group?
Me and Shannon, we would just go to Hot Topic or whatever, and Hot Topic
Russell
or
still do that. Oh man, this.
what was the other one? There was another one before Hot Topic, like Gadzooks or some shit like that. That we got them from. So
These are like the parachute pants, so they don't like hook into my clamps the way the others do. There we go.
I mean that's Shane Helms. Absolute the first time I was ever on TV for a national wrestling company of any renown, I had those yellow pants on.
And your first probably ever national shirt too, right?
Yep, that's the very first. This is one of the authentic ones. This is not a replica that any other company made. This is a 3 Count shirt that Jimmy Hart had these made.
Oh wow.
He had to request them made, and they only made a limited amount because they weren't, we were fresh off the box there, so not many of those exist.
All right, so you get the pants and you get the shirt, and like all our auctions, you start at $5 with that. This is what year was this again? This would have been
99.
99. Wow. Put it in the garage for 20 years and pull it out today, right?
Yep.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate that. We appreciate when guys will bring their old stuff back, share it with the fans.
Yeah.
Not hoard it for themselves all the time, because I'm sure you got a few pieces you're holding back for yourself.
Yeah.
All right, this one's 2 pieces, hurricane photos. So let's use the green pen on this because that's what he asked for. Let's do the Sharpie pens on this. So hurricane and green.
Okay.
This is for David Brashear in Elizabethtown, Kentucky.
So put to David or just hurricane?
Nope, just hurricane.
Okay.
And then on this one, we're going to sign this one in black.
You want Sugar Shane here?
Yeah, he not personalized, but however you want to sign that.
I mean, it was Sugar Shane.
Sugar Shane it is. All right, thank you so much, David. All right, I felt like this might be the most popular piece of the night. Another Hal Haney piece. He wants this is going to be 2 Zac, Z-A-C.
Okay.
And then he wants you to put stand back on that side. And then just Gregory Helms on the other side. And this comes to us from Jacob Hauser. I guess he's buying it for his friend Zach in Troy, New York. Thank you, Jacob. Hope Zach likes it. All right, next one up is Ryan Stepp. He wants to write to Ryan, whoosh.
Put whoosh?
Yep, he said to Ryan, whoosh.
How many O's we got now?
I think he's going to let you slide if you don't get it exact.
I want to
I
get
guess
it
the whoosh
exact,
is like
man.
this, right? When you do the arm? Maybe
No,
that's
it's
the whoosh.
the
whoosh?
fly out
Fly
noise.
out?
Yeah.
Okay. Whoosh. All right, Ryan Stepp, Dunbar, West Virginia. Whoosh is
Whoosh.
for you. All right, Michael Gutierrez. This is to Mike. I think this looks good with the black. This is a Eric Hodgson piece they drew a couple of years ago. The first one we're showing there. You've seen this before. You've signed a few of these.
Yeah, this is Justice. Jesse.
That's Justice.
Jesse Justice did this.
Jesse Justice. Oh man, I got these backwards. I always thought Hodgson did this.
It even says Justice
Well, I just
right
noticed
there.
it. I know. I just noticed it. It looks like a Hodgson.
See,
piece.
Jesse?
Man, I'm sorry,
See?
Jesse. Jesse's not
I
watching,
took
but
up
I'm
for
sorry, Jesse. All right, but this one's to Mike. We put
to
Hodgson on the description for sure, so I apologize to Justice. Maybe that's why when we did a Google search for this, we couldn't find it. There we go. Michael Gutierrez. All right. If you could put, this is for Keenan Gobby. If you could put Citizen Keenan. Keenan Gobby is in British Columbia. May have wrestled once or twice in British Columbia.
Indeed.
All right, Citizen Keenan, there you go. Thank you so much.
Citizen Keenan.
All right, this is for Jennifer Dunshee, but this is to Andy. Merry Christmas. Oh, this is buying early. All right, Jennifer has asked if you could steal someone else's finisher. Which one would you have taken for
steal
yourself?
somebody else's finisher?
I mean, not that yours weren't,
Technically, I didn't create the choke slam. I kind of did.
You did.
If it was one I could actually do, like one of those things that Pac does or Ricochet or Andrew Everett, if I ever.
Well, in your prime, you could have done that. I mean, you were bouncing off the top of those armory trucks. I'm guessing you could have.
I did
done
the
that backwards
450 a
too.
couple times, but I stopped doing that before WCW. It was,
Speaking of finishers, people don't want to take. Someone asked about a choke slam. You telling me there was no one that said no to that?
I'll tell you, the first person that ever said no to it was Sting.
Oh, I bet.
And he just goes, and this was just great because Sting was one of the top guys that was just so nice to everybody. He wasn't being mean. He was just goofing. He just came in. He goes, "Man, I love that finish of yours. I'm never taking it." And then he walks away, and I was like, "I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be vertebraking Sting anyway." So,
All right, Brandon Vincent, you're up next. Put that gold up there.
what's the name?
He just wants it to say stand back and then Hurricane.
The vertebraker, which was the Kudo driver, by the way, for those of you that don't know. See, I give everybody credit.
Brandon wants to know what the scariest moment of your career was, which may have been outside the ring. Brandon, there you go.
I mean, scared probably when I found out my neck was broke.
Do you think you were done at that point?
They seemed to think so, and that led me to think that I was. And then, the recuperation wasn't as fast as we had hoped, and so yeah, there was a lot of scary moments involving that.
I bet. All right, Tony Crompo, Vancouver, Washington. Actually, we're driving right to you. We're bringing a ring to Washington, believe it or not.
Yeah?
Yeah. Not me. I can't drive that far. I'd lose my mind.
Who's driving?
John Moses is driving.
Okay,
John Moses.
okay.
All right, to Tony, Tony. And what's up with that? It's probably the longest we've driven a ring in 10 years. That's how hard we work for you at High Spots. One of the members of our team is going to be literally driving a ring cross country over Thanksgiving. How about that?
Wow.
Tony, thank you so much. All right, next up we have Jeff Freer. All right, just talking about this one. You want to Jeff, Vertebraker.
Okay.
I see Jeff here. You've also added Boxmania 9. Your friend Jeff Rudd will be hosting Boxmania 9 on Saturday at 5 o'clock. There's still spots available at highspotsauctions.com.
Sugar Shane here, you think?
He didn't ask for it, but you can put you can sign however you want because that was Sugar Shane, not Hurricane.
Yeah.
So there are spots available for $50.
And that's the lovely and talented Kaz Hayashi getting dropped on his bean. Who, out of 3 count and the Young Dragons, Kaz was better than all of us.
All right, next one.
Except for me.
Except for you, of course. Yeah.
He's better than all them other guys.
So this one's just a signature, Charles Dasher.
Who?
Lego Park. Not to he just wants you to sign his Hurricane.
Who are these other 2 guys?
I
I've
don't
never
know.
seen them before.
We're not getting them signed. Waste of paper. All right, and he also had the Justice piece just signed.
So you're talking about people saying no to the choke slam. This was my idea. And so, but I was terrified.
This was Royal Rumble, right?
Yeah, that they were going to say no. But they both loved it, so. This is a who?
Charles Dasher, but just signed Hurricane.
Okay.
This was in Atlanta, I believe. If I remember correctly.
As a matter of
I
fact,
think I was sitting in the nosebleeds.
I had told the idea to Kurt Angle, because all it was going to be was the Bushwhacker spot. I was going to go in and get bounced quick. And I was so nervous about the idea that I told Kurt Angle, secretly hoping he would go to bat for me.
Mm-hmm.
But he goes, "No, that's a good idea. Go tell Steve." And I go, "Damn it." And so I go to Steve. Every time I'm nervous, I got to wait for the proper moment to go in and give the idea. And I was like, "Hey, I got this idea." Because these are the two top guys in the business at the time. I got to, and Steve goes, "Oh, that's a great idea. Go tell Pat." And I go, "Damn it." So now I got to go tell Pat Patterson, who was booking the whole thing. And Pat goes, "I love it. Go tell Paul." So I had to go tell Triple H too. So I had to pitch the idea 4 different times.
But everybody loved it, right?
Yeah, it worked.
There you go.
So.
All right, let's see this one. All right, we got 4 pictures here. This is for Christine Woods. So the first one, you want to do that one in black?
I can do it on black on the white pants. It'll show up good.
Okay.
All right.
All right, this one is our biggest fan, Christine.
Okay. Well, maybe we should do some color up here then.
You want to do that one? Yeah, do that one up there. Just maybe gold up there, right?
Okay. So is that?
Our biggest fan, Christine with a K.
Okay.
I think Christine bought 4 just so that Christine could ask 4 questions.
Okay.
Wants to know if there are any funny stories working with The Rock.
All of them.
Here you go, Christine.
So do I sign that one?
Oh, yeah, you probably should sign that one. That would Shane Helms. Yes, same color.
I mean, the funny thing too was, I forget which one it was, but it was one of the gimmicks. The one where I was hiding in the locker and jumped out. Coach was saying something to Rock, and then just on the spur of the moment, Rock goes, "And wash your ass." And so now I'm in the locker, and I didn't know he was going to say that, and so I'm in there like, now I got to compose myself because I got to jump out and be serious, and the wash your ass thing caught me off guard. Look at that hair.
Yeah. All right, this one is go down for the 3 count.
You know. You got a silver or anything? You think this is
Yeah,
short?
gold right there. Yep.
Let's see.
Go down for the 3 count. Next question Christine has is, has Shannon done any of your tattoos?
I got them done in his shop. The one on my back I got done in his shop.
Yeah.
Shannon didn't do it. Shannon didn't trust himself.
There we go. Christine, picture number 2. All right, next one's a hurricane photo. Let's see. This will be... It says, "To the Iceman, stand back."
To the Iceman.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And third question was, any memorable stories on Rosie? Obviously, a lot of people remember that you and Rosie were WWF Tag Team Champions. And
Were we F by then?
was it F or E?
No, I think we were E by that point.
Okay.
Yep. I'll tell you a story with him. There was 2 guys I got banged up on a pay-per-view, and so I'm kind of limping around. And one guy said something to me. I'll leave his name out of it.
Okay.
He said something to me kind of condescending about me getting hurt, and Rosie just slaps the shit out of the guy. And I was like, "That's my partner." I was like, that's my dude right there. Yeah. But other than that, super sweetheart. But don't piss him off. Like all the Samoan family.
Right. All right. This one, no inscription, but if you put this one in black, just sign to Shane Helms.
2 Shane Helms?
No, sign as Shane Helms.
You want sugar, right?
Sure. Christine, thank you for your 4 pictures and the 3 great questions.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Christine. Christine with a K.
it. Christine, as Jake would say, sending to a Papa John's near you. Christine works at Papa John's.
Okay.
All right. This one is to Robert Sekerin in Staten Island, New York. He wants you to sign this actually as Sugar Shane Helms.
Okay.
Okay.
Just
And add WCW Cruiserweight Champion.
Okay.
And also, guys, I know normally these Tuesday nights start our fiscal week. There you go, Robert. Because of Thanksgiving, unless you have a Box of Mania on this list, we're going to send these out immediately. We're not going to wait till next week. We're not going to wait a whole week to ship. So you'll start seeing some tracking numbers for these starting tomorrow. with all the orders we have. I'm going to let people know right now. We're starting our Black Friday sale on highspots.com tonight at midnight.
Ooh.
So it's about to get really crowded tomorrow. So don't be too concerned if you don't see your order go out, but it definitely will not be waiting until next week. All right, this is from Matt Tenhove, Hawthorne, New Jersey, just signed as the Hurricane. There we go. Matt, thank you.
Michael, we're going to add a production note right here.
Okay.
Due to the items that the amount of orders that you haven't seen yet in our time frame, we are going to cut off personalizations at 8:15.
All right, you heard that. You have 20 more minutes. That's code for you sent a lot of shit. Okay, that's
what I'm talking
that
about.
means.
But also let them know, last week you could go on and people were adding stuff after the fact and it made us miss a couple of personalizations. We will be turning off all items until after the show.
All right, so yeah, and we might turn them back on if we have time, but it's looking like we won't. So go ahead and get your stuff in right now. All right, this is for John Fox. You just want to sign there. However it is you want to sign that.
We have a couple of outs on the three
This
count
is
set.
built to scale. My head is really this big.
There you go.
You
John
laughed at
Fox.
that too hard. That's the only thing he's laughed at the whole time.
We're at 200 with Christopher Morel.
200.
And, we've had the person he was going against out.
All right.
So if you want to put that on 60 seconds for me,
I don't know. At 200, if I want to put that in 60 seconds. I don't know. That's
we can
20.
keep it up.
Maybe we'll leave it up a little bit longer. I think there's a better bid than 200 out there for that. All right, this one is going to be for Brian Hetfer in Hutchinson, Minnesota. He wants to Brian.
Okay. Is it with I?
With an I, yeah. He just wants to let you know he loved you as Hurricane Helms.
Well, I appreciate it, Brian. I love your love.
There we go. To Brian, thank you so much. All right, next one. We'll just, whatever pen you want to use. This is to Ken and Tanya. Stand back. It's for Ken Hamblin, University Place, Washington. Guys, it's not too late. If you'd like a second wrestling ring in Washington, I'll throw it on the back of the truck. It's leaving tomorrow night. There we go. Ken, thank you. All right, this one wants this, and could you give a shot? To Diablo, what's up with that?
Diablo.
Mm-hmm. Wants to give a shout out to the Devil's Donut. I have no idea what that is. Arlo White, tell us what that means. Is that like a place that sells actual donuts? That sounds good. If it is, it might be in Broomfield, Colorado. It's in Colorado. Who knows what they put in those donuts?
The Devil's Donut.
There we go. All right, this one is Devin Mullins, signed. Okay, so let's put this on.
Green.
Yep. Just signed as Hurricane. Devin Mullins in Knoxville, Tennessee. We got. Oh yeah. So, thanks to Shane. Shane actually brought. We were out of these. So if you went online and you're like, "Hey, I missed my opportunity," right? We had
The chase.
of the chase
We only
only.
have 3 left.
3 left. White boots. Thanks to Shane, we are actually able to add some more. He also brought these Russell tunes that we did not have up until 5 minutes before the show started. You can go on highspotsauctions.com and get those added right now. And they could add a little note on those too, right? On
We
those?
allowed him to do personalization.
Absolutely. All right. This one's to Chad McDaniel, Santan Valley, Arizona. You want to put
Chad
that in?
McDaniel.
You're gonna keep it. You like that pen, right? I can tell.
I think this one pops a little better.
All right. To Chad.
I know I hear from Chad on Twitter.
Do you really?
Yeah.
All right. Just to Chad and
Okay.
Hurricane. He just says he loves Highway to Helms and wishes you a safe and happy holiday.
Thank you, Chad.
Chad.
Citizen Chad.
Everybody know in 15 minutes that will be turned off.
All right, 15 minutes to go. This one's for Darren Lilly in St. Louis, Missouri. I want you to put to Darren, D-A-R-R-I-N. Also, a big fan of your podcast.
Thank you.
It's a lot of work to keep up that podcast, isn't it?
Well, not since I don't have any more guests anymore.
Is that what was driving it? Like when you have to line up and beg all your friends to come on?
No, everybody wanted to do it, but like when I first
But you gotta
started
call.
it
You
10
gotta-
years ago, internet speeds were trash. So you wouldn't know what would happen. Like, you know, I had Stephen Bonner, who's a UFC Hall of Famer on there, and it's all of these lags. And I had like Capadonna from the Wu-Tang Clan, and I know you're very familiar with the Wu-Tang.
I used to buy Wu-Tang. I had a
So you know
Wu-Tang
what I'm
Clan
talking-
shirt and a CD. So don't assume that I'm country music
I'm
or something.
saying, I know.
I'm a Wu-Tang Clan guy. There you go.
And you know, so I was getting good gas, but like just the internet traffic, live streaming in 2010 is not what it was today.
Sure.
So
All right, Mitchell Fredrickson. This is going to be 2 Mitch, Vertebreaker.
does the trick every time. 2 Mitch Vertebreaker.
All right, and this one's going to be 2 Mitch, stand back. I think you got a crush on that pen.
That's my one. Are these? Does this? Oh, because this one takes longer to dry.
Oh, yeah.
So I should use the gold one.
Well, I mean, yeah,
Okay.
you can. It's fine. Especially on figures, they look real good. All right, so this is just signed, just regular signature. This is for Ernest Hawkins in Newton, North Carolina, right up the
Bobby.
street. Oh, that is Bobby
Yeah,
Hawkins.
that's his government name.
Okay. I passed right through there today picking up some padding on my way to Hickory.
You pass through where?
Newton. Well, sort of. The exit sign said Newton. I didn't actually go through Newton. There we go.
It's
Here we go,
like
Bobby.
10 minutes south of Hickory, okay?
All right, next one up is Matthew Wilson, Meriden, Connecticut. If they could both be signed in gold. Yeah, there we go. Absolutely.
Is it to who?
Just Hurricane. Matthew Wilson, Meriden, Connecticut. Thank you so much. And we'll change that to Shane Helms. There we go. Thank you so. All right, back to John Naparella. Just your signature. John comes from DePue, New York.
Comes from who?
DePue. I probably said that wrong, but it sounds like DePue, right?
That's what it looks like.
John, thank you. All right, this is Brian Glover, Glenolden, Pennsylvania. Wants 2 Brian and Lauren.
Brian with I.
Yes. Thank you, Brian and Lauren. All right, this one is going to be for Tony Aragon, Santa Fe, New Mexico. Just 2 Tony. Thank you, Tony. All right, Tim has paid up. Tim is ready to get this signed on camera. Did he say on a specific
Yeah,
place?
it's on the slip paper. He just wants ring worn and then Shane to sign his name.
But he didn't say where on it or color or. No? All
Nope,
right.
didn't
All right.
give me
Well,
that.
then what we'll do is we'll use this beautiful lime green area, and we'll have him sign it. You want to sign it right in the crotch, I guess, huh? Maybe right there. Right there. Yeah, that's good. Ring worn, WWE, and then your signature. Tim's collection is quite impressive. I'll show you pictures afterwards of his. I call it a ring museum of clothing. Say
Now, Tim,
goodbye.
I apologize that the crotch area is stretched out. It just is what it is.
Oh man, it's not stretched anywhere else. It's just the crotch area.
That's just
Oh, I get it. Yeah, I
that's
got
the hurrah powers. You want to know what they really are? That's what it is.
Michael, everyone's asking. Just answer them. What's your favorite Wu-Tang song?
My favorite. I don't know if I have a favorite, but let's go back to this.
He's a quick dodge. You see that?
Listen.
Quick dodge.
Oh, listen, if you want to play some songs here and let Michael rap with you, we can do that.
So we have a bid that just came in as you grab them. William Romaine at 205.
205. All right,
And that's
well,
going against Christopher Morel.
all right, Christopher Morel. I'm thinking at least another 100 on this one. That's probably where it should be, right? This is first ever WCW. All you Nitro fans, where else are you going to see this? 20 years have gone by. No one else kept this in their garage like Shane did. Top and bottom. Take this off the rack. Everybody.
All right, 10 minutes left on personalizations, folks.
I'm going to put this front and center just so you guys can be thinking about it, all right? All right, we're up to Charles Kangas. Let's see. This is to Chaz Kangas.
To Chaz?
Mm-hmm.
Or does he want that last part too?
I think he wants Chaz Kangas. He wants to know, in regards to your later WCW entrance music, did you have any input on the Vertebraker theme?
I wrote it.
You wrote it.
I wrote the song.
Wow.
I also wrote my lyrics that I sang in the 3-count songs too. So
And you-
technically, I have a songwriting credit to my name. Also, in WWE, I wrote the theme song for Kung Fu Naki.
Really?
And Jim Johnston wouldn't give me credit for it, this motherfucker.
Well, they fired him. He deserves it 20 years later, right?
I came up with the whole concept of Kung Fu Naki, and it's probably the first official thing I ever produced, because the creative knew I came up with the idea, which me and, I'll tell you a silly story here. Do y'all tell stories?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So Edge is driving, I'm in the passenger seat, and I just happen to look over, and it's Funaki and Taka.
Mm-hmm.
And just out of nowhere, I go, wouldn't it be great if Funaki's first name was Kung? And Ed, like, that's just where me just being an idiot. And Edge goes, Kung Funaki? And he just starts laughing. And then I started singing the song. I go, everybody loves Kung Funaki. Do, 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 do. His body was short and stocky. Do, 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 do. Whatever. And so then when we got to the building, Edge is just telling everybody about Kung Funaki. And the locker room just loved it. And Funaki loved it. He's such a great person. Even though Kung Fu comes from China, we understand. It was just a joke on the name. But Creative knew I came up with it, so when they were going to decide for him to be Kung Fu Naki, they actually let me produce the segment.
Oh, wow.
So that was actually...
And did you get the writing credits for the WCW stuff, or Jimmy Hart?
No, Jimmy Hart, because Jimmy Hart comes from the music industry, so
Sure.
he knows that's important.
Mm-hmm.
If you contribute lyrics to a song, you get part of the credit. So I had a songwriting credit for Can't Get You Out of My Heart, and for Vertebraker. I wrote the lyrics for Vertebraker, and he found a group out of Florida. I believe they were called Boys in the Bass, or Boys with the Bass, or something like that. And they modified it a little bit to fit their style, which was totally cool. But yeah, I wrote that song too.
Awesome. All right, back to some of these. This pile is pretty impressive, Shane. Hector Santos, he wants you to write Hector stand back coming through as one long... Hector, stand back.
Like 2 Hector? Or...
Sure, let's do that. It's not clear. He's from Laredo, Texas.
Okay. Now, do you think he wants me to say stand back, there's a hurricane
Just
coming
say
through?
stand back coming through. Or whatever you want. I'm sure he'll be happy with whatever it is you write. He wants to know the best and worst people to ride with while on the road.
Well, my favorite car, and we were called the car, was me, Jonathan Coachman, and Christian. We rode together for years, and because Coach wouldn't take a lot of bumps, so he loved to drive. Me and Christian were taking bumps, and we hated to drive. So Coach always drove. Christian would sit up front, and his job was to get the hotels, and my job was just entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like some of the funnest years of my life.
So how long would that car last, do you think? That?
It was about two and a half years, you know, because then they would do a draft and we would get split up, whatever, you know. But I mean, I rode with Matt and Jeff a lot, and then I just got adopted by all the Canadians. I was riding with Edge and Christian, and rode with Jericho for a while until his wife got pregnant, and so then he would always have to be on the phone with her, and so we came to that decision mutually. Like I was ready to say, man, I don't know how many of these conversations I can listen to anymore. And he needed privacy, so we came to a mutual parting of the ways.
Hector, thank you.
I rode with Raven for a while, which I was one of the few that could deal with him. But we would talk comics the entire time. Not one thing about wrestling.
That's good. Sometimes you need to get away from the wrestling when you're
Yeah.
there all day too. All right, this one's for Ashley Ward. We have 5 minutes left for you to get your orders in. 5 minutes.
This one?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Just Hurricane?
Mm-hmm. Don't miss out your chance to get a signed Russell Tunes, personally brought here by the Hurricane himself.
And in WCW, I rode with Crowbar and Daphne.
That's a pretty good crew.
Yeah, because Shannon and Evan got on my nerves after a couple months.
I
So
bet.
I had to jump ship.
All right, this one, let's see. Yep. This one's for Austin Pierce. If you put 2 Austin, stand back. We're about to cover everybody here, but he says, just any memories of teaming with Mighty Molly?
Just, Molly was too good to just be standing out there. And so I would always try to incorporate spots that involved her and stuff like that. But we just had a blast, you know. I didn't really have any bad partners. I don't really have a lot of bad stories.
Evan's bad
No,
partner?
we still have fun. Yeah, Evan was just new. He was just a young guy out of the power plant that wasn't really, you know,
Green paint pen.
didn't have a real long wrestling career. So
This is for Ryan Funk in West Liberty, Iowa. It puts 2 Ryan, stand back. Huh? There's still
Some of
another.
the figures. We still have a couple.
Oh, yes. Even though we have 5 minutes left, we do have 3 Mattel Elites left, 2 Mattel Elites left. We have 1 outfit left, right?
I'll run you down numbers. We have 1 reproduction top.
1 top,
We have 2 of the figures,
2 of these.
and that is. We have a couple of the mini Toon statues.
Okay, Russell Tunes. And then any of the photos and artwork, those are basically unlimited. All right. This one's for Chris Hummel. If you could write to Toyman Chris.
Toyman Chris. I know Toyman Chris.
I don't think we should cut it off. I think we should just go all night. What do you think? You've been traveling all day, right? You can do it.
I can do it.
All right, go get 12 energy drinks.
From Orlando
I'm still cutting
to
them
North
off.
Carolina. How did that happen?
If we have time left, we'll turn them back on. How about that?
Okay.
Because there's a statue you haven't seen yet.
All right.
Mike, what could I have possibly have been doing in Orlando?
Well, listen, that's for you to tell us. But hey, there was something going on in Orlando this weekend. Were you down there?
What could it possibly have been?
All right, this one's Danilo Alonso in Greenville, Texas. This is going to be 2 Danilo,
Who's supposed to know?
Danilo. Oh, he wants you to put my favorite Portuguese citizen, Danilo.
Yeah?
Yeah, put my favorite Portuguese citizen.
The issue with that one is we're going to let it slide this one time.
Yeah.
We can't. The reason why the characterization
I
is
see.
on there is he added it to the bottom. We'll let it slide this one
All right.
time, but we can't do that.
How about citizen Portuguese Danilo or something? Yeah, well, he went over the character limit, so.
We'll let it slide this one time.
Yeah, that was one time.
My favorite Portuguese citizen.
You're lucky Shane's nice. I wouldn't let it slide.
I'm trying to figure out how to spell Portuguese. Is that correct? That
I
looks
don't- I
crazy.
can't say that's correct. I can just tell you how he wrote it.
Okay.
I'm assuming he knows. It doesn't look right, does it?
It looks odd, but it's also not a word I see a lot. So
You don't write Portuguese very often.
Christopher Morella has a 3-count gear up to $225.
All right. Is everybody else out?
It's slowly going back and forth. A lot of people are asking last-minute questions for the 8:15 shutoff.
All right. $225 is the current high bid. You're getting the original worn top and the original Gadzooks pants. I don't know if they're Gadzooks. Let's see. Does it say in here? 555 NYC. That sounds like something a boy band would wear. 555 Soul. That's going to look real good signed in a pen. I'm sure there's like dozens of pictures. Do we have a picture of you on this one? We have one 3-count picture. I don't know. I think you're already in wrestling gear, though. Yeah, that's the white pants. Yeah. You got to go way back. There's pictures out there, though. That'd be a nice framer. All right.
I wonder
Jesse
what
Vaughn.
pants I had on with that purple top.
Don't let
'Cause
that
it
pen
might
hit
have
that.
it might have been in.
All right, Jesse Vaughn, Lynn, Massachusetts. Let's see. First one is stand back. There's a hurricane coming through and green paint pen.
And this is way more characters than the Portuguese one. So how do y'all determine that?
I don't know. And he wanted it to Jesse. How about that?
To Jesse.
Yeah.
Jesse with a I.
Jesse.
Which picture is that?
That's the one with Rosie. I think he put the ask question part to use it. He got around.
Oh.
Yeah, and it was highlighted, so I didn't.
But
notice it.
also,
He did.
every time I have Rosie on here.
We'll yell at Tommy later.
Well, yell at him now. All right, and this one's just signed as Shane Helms.
See that hair? That is some luxurious hair. I could grow that again,
No way.
without a doubt.
But you might grow it with a little spot here now, right?
No,
No? You still got it?
no, I got a full head hair.
Well, good for you.
Yeah,
Good for you.
my dad does too.
And personalizations are off, folks.
All right, guys. If we have time, we'll see where we're at. But right now, if you've got your order in, congratulations. Unless you want to just keep the tunes open. I don't know if you want to sell all the tunes out. Or do you think?
I can keep the tunes open if you would want me to do that.
I'll tell you, for now, we'll just keep the tunes open.
Okay.
All right?
Just going back live.
All right, this one's for Chad Anderson. He wants you to write, "Yo, Chad, what's up with that?"
Yo, Chad.
All right, Chad in Adrian, Minnesota, or Michigan. Thank you. All right, back to Hal Haney. Let's see, just signing both sides. This is for Hector Alvarado in Columbia, Tennessee. All right, thank you, Hector. All right, next one's Warren Sweet. Same thing, just signing both sides. He's in Pickens, South Carolina, just below Greenville. Thank you, Warren. All right, in a row like that. This is for Patrick Winter in Terryville, Connecticut. All right, coming back to this auction one final time. We were at 225. Any more movement, or should I put this on 60 seconds?
Should put it on 60 seconds.
All right, 60 seconds it is. You're getting the shirt. You're getting the original 3-count pants. Shane's going to put them on. He's going to dance. All right, maybe not. All right, getting back. Charles Watts in Sumas, Washington. This is the third order from Washington we've gotten tonight. There's something about Washington. Ring going there tomorrow. All these orders. Charles
Green
Watts.
pen?
Yep,
Or-
green paint pen.
Just Hurricane?
Yep.
And before you get asked, no, we are not delivering any of these orders tomorrow.
We could. Maybe I help on
No,
the shipping
stop.
costs. All right, Monica Swick. To Monica.
Oh, Monica. I know Monica.
You know Monica?
I
She
do.
wants you to write to Monica Swick, not just to Monica Swick.
Let everybody know if they purchased multiple items and there's multiple invoices, we will combine tomorrow.
Yeah, so don't be afraid. If you bought one, you're like, I don't want to pay shipping twice. We'll figure it out for you. We'll put them in one box for you. We'll combine them all. Josh will do all that. So if there's any mistakes, blame Josh. And we'll put them all together. So if you want to pick up one of these Russell tunes, you're like, I just don't want to pay twice. Don't worry about it. We'll give you a credit.
Yeah, we'll refund it all back to your card.
And if it doesn't work out that way, we're just going to blame Josh.
That's fine.
All right. I touched that pen. Okay, I didn't damage it. I touched it though.
Can't take it anywhere.
I know.
That's
That's
why
why.
we
That's
get the
why.
nice
That's why I like these Sharpies. They dry. They dry right away. All right, Brian Birkin in Mount Juliet, Tennessee. He wants you to put to Brian. What's up with? But he cut it off. But he put what's up with that? Maybe he hit the character limit.
Sugar Shane.
Yep. Sign Shane. All right. Thank you, Brian. There you go. All right. This one's for Adam Leader in Rockville Center, New York. I want you to put to Adam. What it is? Question mark. He's asked the question, how's the farm?
He's a
He's
Highway to Helms listener. What it is most of my friends that know me know that's generally how I answer the phone.
What it is.
What it is.
All right, Adam. What it is to you.
On the farm.
All right. Warning, read it first. He wants you to write, Jericho is the GOAT.
Jericho
Why would you want to do that on there? Joe, it's Jacob Muir. I know why.
Okay, so.
All right, he wants you to write Jericho is the GOAT. He's the biggest Jericho fan. So.
Okay, just write it anywhere.
Sure.
Jericho is.
He's the GOAT until he's talking about his wife being pregnant, right? And he's no longer the
They
GOAT.
just needed some privacy,
Yeah.
man. Those are private conversations. But his wife's awesome. He's awesome. So.
All right, Jacob Muir, thank you so much. There you go. All right, next one's for Sean Stiles. Please have it done as discussed in Facebook messages. All right, I'm going to let you figure that one out.
No, doubt that.
Oh, no? Not happening?
Not happening tonight.
All right. So this one's for Daniel Rayleigh in Kathleen, Georgia, just signed as Sugar
What
Shane.
does that mean? He wrote something bad on it or something?
No, it means it's probably like a really long thing that didn't fit
They
here.
didn't
Oh,
want
Yeah.
to
okay.
stay within the realms.
See, this is why we have rules, guys. Because see how you slowed us down? We could have been signing 2 other pieces by now.
Without
Michael,
rules, there's
Jacob Muir asked
chaos.
if you could sign his also.
I just signed Jacob.
You signed it too?
I didn't sign it.
He wants you to sign
All
it.
right, I'll do that off
Oh,
camera.
Citizen Mike.
All right, just signed your name, but oh yeah, you can put black there. All right, we did gold on the other one, but
No.
all right. And then Daniel Rayleigh, we've signed it live, and we'll see you for Boxomania on Saturday.
You just sign this?
Yep. Daniel Rayleigh's got looks like spot 47. So spot 47's gone. Someone else, you have to pick your favorite number. It's like the lottery. See what you get, and I will tell you, even though the spots are only $50 a piece, I guarantee that every box will be worth at least $60. And I don't know if we have the grand prizes out. I may check for those later, but the grand prizes are pretty good. So,
Michael, in regards to this order, whoever has order 6856, Sean Staz, I guess is the last name. We do not have anything in the messenger under that name. So
All
please
right.
let us know what your name is in Facebook, and we'll go from there.
all right, Paul Rowley, or else I'm just going to sign it, and you're not going to get anything. Stay awesome. No, that's like, yeah, that's what we put for personalization. Stay awesome.
Okay, so no Paul or?
No, you just put stay awesome.
All right.
People are getting too squirrely on us.
Stay awesome.
We're gonna start doing these drop downs where you get like, what's up with that, or stand back, like you know. There you go. That way we make sure we got it right. There we go, Paul. Thank you so much. All right, this one is for Devin Miller. Whatever paint pen looks best, if you can. He said paint pen
Pink.
looks. Yeah, if you could, you have to probably stay on the.
Okay. To Devin.
Nope. Just want you to sign.
Oh, just Hurricane?
Yeah. All right, Devin Miller in New Philadelphia, Ohio. There you go. All right, back to Hal Haney. Just signed on both sides. That's for Chris McShane in Matawan, New Jersey. Thank you, Chris. There you go. We signed it live.
There you go. Update that one for you.
Oh, he got back to us?
It's hidden, but yes.
Okay, there we go. All right, this one on the Hurricane side. Just signed Hurricane on the Hurricane side?
Hurricane just signed. It says we'll left for him to sign as the Hurricane wherever
Yep.
it would pop on that side, and then Gregory Helms, Ace Reporter on the other side,
All right.
in black on the shirt collar. Please let everybody know that we don't have time to see every message. So if there's something that's important, please send it on here, and we'll try to get to it. Because there's a lot of people sending messages, but I can't keep up with that and the comments. So
There you go. You heard him. All right, let's switch to that green pen there. This is for JB Griffin. If you can put 2JB, stand back.
2JB. How you spell that?
JB.
that's 6881, correct?
Yes,
And you said green pen. Yep, perfect.
I knew it. He had
We just
superpowers. He
commented,
knew.
so I want to make sure we
There you
keep
go.
up with that.
JB Griffin, thank you so much.
All right, where are we at with let's go ahead and end the three count gear.
All right, this is 225.
225, Christopher Morel.
All right, Chris, 10 seconds to you. 10, 9. Someone save this. 6, 5, 4, 3. He's got kids. 2, 1, and 10 for the lag.
Boom.
So if anyone jumped in there, good for you. If not, 225 to Christopher Morel, you said? All right.
I'm going to let it.
Congratulations, Chris. This is going to Mike Peach. This is to Mike. He put, stand back, there's a hurricane coming through. He's from Happy Valley Goose Bay.
Goose Bay. All right.
I bet it's cold up there right now. There you go. Thank you, Mike. All right, next one. This is every week. Every week. All right. Brick Wall, you're up. Daniel Sousa to 2 Brick Wall. He gets it all personalized to Brick Wall.
Okay.
And then just your son. He wants to know Batman versus Iron Man winner. I guess he's tapping into your comic love.
I guess you got to go with Iron Man since he has a secret power that he can invent any machine he mysteriously needs.
I don't have a counter to that. That sounds good. So. All right, this one's for Dalton Harris. This is to Dalton. Dalton asked who your favorite AEW wrestler is right now. You checked out a little AEW wrestling
Of course.
before you made that quick appearance for the final deletion?
Now I watch everything, so
Yeah. That's good to hear you're still a fan.
I think Phoenix and Penta have killed it the last couple matches that they've had on there. See, I hate picking just one. There's a lot of good stuff.
No, something. That's the first thing that stands out to you.
Yeah, because they.
What do you look for when you look at like wrestling today? Do you look at like work rate and like Phoenix, everything he's able to do? Do you look at
I always look at work rate, like because if I don't see any holes in your game, and I just have that kind of mind that I'm always analyzing and looking for details on how people can get better, and I feel like that's how I always made myself better, and I feel like through my career I always got better, until the point where I was just physically breaking down or something. But I think you can watch me and see an evolution of where I was just trying to get better because I never stopped working. So I like to see people, even if they weren't good in the beginning, if I see them start to get better and better, I get respect out of that.
Right.
So, and just people that are consistently good, there's a lot of physically talented people out there right now. So,
All right. There you go, Dalton. This one's also to Dalton.
but Cody is killing it. Chris is killing it. MJF's one of the best heels going right now. So.
And what about the other side? What about
cool.
watching on WWE? What young guy stands out for you there?
Roman Reigns is.
He's not a young guy.
He's not old though.
No,
not older than me. Anybody younger than me. But Roman is doing the best work of his career right now. He's every promo he's cutting is killer.
All right, Sean Knowles. This is going to be to Sean. Stand back. THH. There's a hurricane coming through. So I guess that's what you should write for everyone. You just TAHC and.
You got it.
I like that.
Yeah.
There you go. And then this one's just signed as the Hurricane. Sean Knowles, thank you. What we got next, Tommy? All right, another Tunes.
And on Impact, I love the Good Brothers and Eric Young. On Ring of Honor, John Gresham. I watch everything.
Everything.
I'm a lunatic.
Is there ever a time where you just said, "Man, no more. I've seen too much"? And
No.
You've just always been a fan. Even,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
That's great. All right, this one, if you want to sign that green paint pen.
I do want to sign in that green.
Keith Spano in Manorville, New York. Just sign it. Keith also has picked up this Hal Haney piece. Signed on both sides. Thank you, Keith. All right, Jason Howard. Manchester, Ohio. Jason Howard, thank you so much.
Just Hurricane?
Yep. All right, a reminder, guys, you may see some tracking numbers popping up tomorrow because of Thanksgiving. And if we don't see that you have a Boxomania on your invoice, we're assuming you are closing out this week since there's no other shows. So we're gonna put these COAs in here and start getting them shipped out before the real rush of Black Friday kicks in. All right, this one's going to be to Citizen Chad. This is a second piece for Chad McDaniel from Santan Valley, Arizona. So we'll combine these two. You'll pay one shipment, not two. There we go. Thank you, Chad.
Citizen.
And if this gets messed up and not combined, blame Josh. So. All right. This one is Daniel Brewer, number 2 for him. He wants you to write, "To Daniel, almost had them." Daniel, right here outside of Greensboro in McLeansville. How about you growing up in North Carolina? You must have some favorite moments of wrestling in Greensboro. You grew up probably as a fan and watched Greensboro in its heyday, and then had the opportunity as a performer to be in there yourself.
Yeah, in that same arena that, Starcade shut down the whole city back in the day.
Kernodle and Slaughter and Youngbloods. The building like that. Is there any buildings for you that stand out like Greensboro? Or do they all
Like
kind of
all
run
around
to-
the country?
Yeah, is there one that stands out like when you go there it means something a little more?
Well, of course, Madison Square Garden for everybody
Sure.
is legendary.
Green pink pen on this one.
And the Chicago arena is like, everybody regards the Chicago arena as the
Just
best.
the crowd. So
The
good.
crowd's insane, but also it channels the noise a lot better.
This is going to be 2 Adrian stand back. This is Adrian Calderon in Denver.
How you spell Adrian?
Adrian.
I fucked that all up. You have another
All
one?
right. Can you get me another one, Tommy? Another Hurricane? You messed it up. There we go.
It happens.
Yeah, just the pose.
Sometimes I'll misspell my name.
Thank you, Tommy. There we go. Adrian. Stand back.
But like when I got to do Charlotte, the old arena, which is the Bojangles Arena now.
Yeah, the one that you probably, you just passed it. Probably coming here, right? Did it take you that way?
The dome,
Yeah.
the dome. Yeah, that's the first show I ever went to when I was 5.
Really?
Was in there, 1979. Oh, that's so.
Probably Paul Jones versus who, right?
There was a lot of them.
And
I
Anderson and
can't
Paul
say I
Jones.
remember the exact
Right.
card, but
All right,
yeah.
Adrian, thank you. That building literally is walking distance to this office.
So I'm glad I got to do that. And then when Big Time Wrestling booked the Dorton Arena, that was cool
Yeah.
to work with.
It was cool to go back just as a vendor. We were like, I don't know if it's Dorton Arena, we're going to go.
Yeah.
So. All right, this one's for Sean Parker. And he wants you to put "To Sean, Hey Now, Baba Booey." So SHAUN.
Hey now,
Hey now.
Baba Boy.
Baba Booey. Obviously a Howard Stern fan.
Yeah.
Sean Parker from Rainbow City, Alabama. He wants to know if you had a favorite fast food on the road. I know you only ate clean food. You never ate fast
Yeah.
food.
Five Guys is my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Sean.
Although those Wendy's Junior Bacon got me through college. So.
Ooh, that was a.
And Wendy's Twitter game is a lot stronger than Five Guys. So.
All right. Satver Barma over in the United Kingdom. He wants you to put 2 Satver. You know how to spell that.
I do
just
not.
Just in case.
Okay.
Satvir.
Sounds cool though.
All
Once
right.
you're done with that, Michael, you want to go to our next option?
Sure, absolutely. There we go, Satberg. And this may be our final one. We'll just see how the price goes. You want to go to the jacket or do you want to go to these tights?
We'll do the time.
All right, let's do these tights. Beautiful tights. Let's talk to us about these. What was the story on these?
Well, I was always green and black because the hurricane. I mean, the idea came because I had that Green Lantern tattoo, so I always kept green and black tights. And then the action figure people mentioned to me, you know, if you change your tights up, we'll make new action figures. Because if your action figure looks all the same, why would people keep buying them?
Right.
And so I came up with there was a blue one. The blue one was Deep Sea Hurricane.
Mm-hmm.
The purple one was Galactic Hurricane. And that was the idea because how Batman in the books, he'll sometimes adjust his costume to fit whatever scenario he's in. So that was the idea behind it.
And you get a little payday from an extra action figure too, right?
Yeah, and that's always a good thing.
For sure.
And it went good because Rosie's outfit was really colorful too.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And you had mentioned to me before we went on the air that before tonight you've only sold 1 pair of your hurricane tights.
Yeah.
That was to somebody in Japan.
Yep, I went over there for Antonio Inoki's IGF Federation, and there was just a massive collector over there, and I was just, and this is funny because he wants you to put it on. He'll come to the hotel. He just goes to your room. You put it on. He gives you the money, and it's the outfit. But I was just like, this sounds weird as shit. I don't let nobody come to my hotel room, and so. But the boys would go, no, this guy's cool, don't worry about it. But just in case, I had Big Luke Gallows come with me. And I say, hey, man, come in here because this dude does anything or tries anything. There's going to be furniture moving.
There you go.
But it's super cool, super respectful. But that's the only one I've ever sold until today.
All right, and we put 2 in front of you guys. So I think Tim picked up the first one. That gives an opportunity for someone other than Tim. Or Tim, maybe you need a matching pair. This one's going to be for Dennis Michael. He wants you to put to Citizen Huggy Bear.
Citizen Huggy Bear.
Uh-huh. He said, is there a favorite match of yours from WCW? One that stands out?
For my personal performance in the last Super Brawl was really good. A couple of the other guys had a Botchamania fest in the beginning of the match, but once you get past that, the last second half of the match is really good. Of course, the ladder match from Starrcade was WCW's best ladder match ever. So, you know, that was good. And I know I wrestled Chavo on 2 pay-per-views. He went over the first one. I went over the second one. But the one he went over was actually the better match.
Okay.
So, even though I lost, but the performance was better. It is what it is.
Dennis Michael, thank you. All right, we are on Paul Rowley, Claverack, New York. All right, this one, hold on. Got to read this one. All right. So on the left side, he wants you to write WWE Cruiserweight Champ, and then Hurricane.
Okay.
And he wants you to write WCW Cruiserweight Champ on the right side. I wouldn't have done that, but he did say please and thank you, so that goes a long way.
Yep, it does.
All right, Paul, thank you so much. All right, next one is Nick Lodaris. He wants you to write in green paint pen to Nicholas. Stand back. Nicholas. Nicholas comes to us from Flushing, New York. All right, thank you, Nicholas. All right, Tony Aragon, just want it signed on both sides.
Aragon.
This is number 2 for Tony. So we'll combine those together, put this in one shipment. Thank you, Tony.
Now, does your paper tell you that this is 2 from him, or you just remember that?
I just remember it. I don't remember much.
Look at the big brain on Brad.
Mm-hmm. I miss a
Anybody know
lot,
what
but
that's
not
from?
that. No, what is that from?
Pulp Fiction.
Oh, I hadn't seen that in 20 years, so I can't remember it.
I've seen it 100 times.
All right, two pumpkin
2 pumpkin.
from the cloner. All right, tell me what that means.
I can't.
I can't.
That is a inside joke,
Okay. Inside enough to where you know what he's saying?
without a doubt.
All right. Michael Bodden, you made him laugh,
Uh-huh.
and he will not tell us, so that means it's really good. Michael from Lafayette, Louisiana. I feel like you may have already known that. Thank you,
go.
Michael.
All right, Michael, let me give you an update on the tights. So maybe we can
Big
do another
pop.
auction item.
Okay.
It pretty much went between Scott Caldwell and Dylan Anthony and a couple others, and it's dead ended at $450 from Dylan Anthony. With
Dylan.
Scott saying that he's out.
All right. So I'll put this on 60 seconds. Dylan, Anthony, who between Dylan and Tim, I figured they were both going to split these.
Mm-hmm.
They're the 2 high-end collectors that we have. So Tim got 1 pair. Dylan, this is yours. I'll put this on a 60-second clock for Dylan, another guy that I converse with on Facebook. He shows me all the gear that he buys. He just picked up a Christian pair of pants, a pair of
okay.
tights. So, all right, but this one, Christopher Morrell, wants you to write to Christopher and then whatever you want. And put that on there. Debut. All right, nice. Let's just put a little something. Just sign it right here on this one. Let's put that one in, like maybe a gold Sharpie, I think, or let's actually let's do this. Let's
Make it do black on the circle.
Yeah, that'd be even better.
Tights went up to 500.
To who?
Tim Jameson.
Tim is back.
Tim's back with a vengeance.
All right, there we go.
Who's the other one?
Dylan Anthony's at 510 now.
All right.
Oh, dastardly Dylan. Dashing Dylan.
I feel like Tim and Dylan probably should work these things out in advance because I feel like they're always competing with each other on these high-end pieces. So, all right, Joseph Ladow, also going to join us for Boxomania.
You got a fresher gold.
Yeah, I got a
for me?
fresh one. Let's get rid of this one. There we go. Just your signature.
Yeah, don't try that.
You missed 2. All right, there we go. Thank you, Joseph. Joseph Sanchez. He wants us to write to Joseph. That's with a PH.
Hit it?
Hurricane, yep.
Boom.
There we go. Joseph, thank you.
We're up to 560 right now on Dylan Anthony.
Nice. All right, this one's going to go to James Powell. If you put to Citizen James, stand back. James met you at the WrestleCon in Orlando, and he said you were a super nice guy there when he met you. You are always a fan favorite. You're always really nice with the fans, and you're never in a bad mood when it comes time to interact.
I try not to be. I'm sure somebody's got a story.
I don't know. I don't hear him. All right, so we are at 5, what?
600
600.
to Tim Jameson.
Now you're glad you bought them, right?
Tim,
Yeah,
yeah.
there we go.
Terrific Tim is
All
what I
right,
call him.
let's keep that green pen out here.
All right.
We'll knock out some of these Mattels. All right, this one's for Joseph Krattinger. He wants you to write, what's up with that?
It's 10.
Is this a Dylan and Tim battle?
Yeah. Let them know that we're above the mark and we got to start going to 20s.
All right, guys, if you could just go, if you're comfortable, just do $20 increments over 600, just so it kind of speeds it up. This one's going to Satvir, back to Satvir. We're going to combine the two. Green paint pen, just what you got in your hand. I'll do our best here. That's a lot of stuff, Satvir. We want you to write one-time WCW Cruiserweight, maybe put WCW CW champ, and then one-time Hardcore champ, one-time your. You see all that? Do your best discretion. That's all.
So
Satvir, I'm not.
two Satvir?
Yeah. Well, no, not two Satvir. He just
No,
wants
just
you to
write
write.
everything-
He
write
just
all
wants
that
you to
shit
write
on there?
WCW Hardcore European. That's a lot, Satvir. That's a lot. I don't know if you can fit all that on a window.
700 on the tights.
7?
Yep.
This is going to be the lesson. I think less is more sometimes. I think signing Mattel Elites, less means more. Satvir, he is going to write your novel, but less is more.
Let me see that ticket while he's doing it, after he's done.
What do you use? See, it's highlighted. That's why.
He asked the question, so he
Yeah.
did it through ask the question. All right, cool.
You forgot all your. He wants you to write your entire title history. Did you forget one?
I've won a lot of championships.
You have. That's what I'm saying. There's not enough room on this figure. It's.
WWE.
So much ink you can't even see the figure anymore, guys. It's totally covered in championship reigns.
So I just put it now Hurricane
Yeah.
too?
I guess, because, you did win some of those with Shane Helms.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. Thank you, Satvir. All right, this one is just Hurricane, Rick Cornett. There we go, Rick. Thank you so much. What else you got, Tommy?
List.
We got a bunch.
Tights on a 60-second clock.
Yeah.
60 seconds on
Dylan drop down.
Dylan. Tim still in the lead?
Yeah.
700.
All right, Tim at 700.
With the Tombstone. Tombstone 10.
This one's going to be for Stephen Mulder in Arlington, Texas. To Stephen, that's a PH. Stand back. There we go. Thank you, Stephen. Next one is for Jaron Trombley. Jaron down in Orlando. Just your signature? All right, Jaron, thank you. Hold that one up for you. There you go, Jaron. Next one's Matthew Vicente, New Bedford, Massachusetts. If you'll write, what's up with that?
All right, let's go ahead and give it a count.
All right, we're on 10 seconds on this gear. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we'll give 10 seconds for Dylan Anthony to reconsider. Otherwise, this is going to go to Tim. Tim, we're going to send you another invoice. And we'll once again sign it live for you. Matthew Vicente. All right, and this one's going to Fox Whitaker. This one is to Fox. What's up with that?
Just FOX?
Yep. Well, Shane, I'm gonna leave it up to you. I know there's a jacket over there that you were on the fence about. You want to put it in front of fans, or you want to hold on to that jacket?
I think we're going to hold on to that one for
All
round
right.
2.
Michael.
Oh, you want to do that one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we can do that one. Shane was having second thoughts about one of his items. He's going to hold on to it. It's great because, next time Shane does a virtual, we don't want him to be without anything.
Okay.
But how about this?
Nice.
Let's do this. This is a Figures Toy Company WWE Cruiserweight Champion. How many times you win this? Twice?
If you count WCW 3, but the WWE one I won twice.
Twice. So what we'll do is we'll put this on an auction. And obviously, if you win this auction, he'll sign this for you, however you want. So again, a real replica belt.
Comes with the bag.
Comes with the bag. There's the stamp.
Signed by Hornswoggle.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it's signed by
Oh, it's already signed by Hornswoggle. I didn't know that. There you go. No,
So sign it
no.
right
You're going to wait.
Last chance.
You're going to wait. So this is signed by Hornswoggle when he was in for us. So this will be probably signed on the other side by you. There you go.
Okay.
But someone's got to win it. It's an auction.
So you'll have the greatest cruiserweight champion and the worst. Now, whoever you decide that is, that's on you.
Yeah, you may want to leave that one on the table.
Yeah, maybe. Well, it stayed on there. How about that? No, you're right. Let's leave it on the table. There we go. Fox Whitaker, thank you so much. This one's for Freddie Bettencourt. To Freddie.
With a Y.
F-R-D-D-Y. What's up with that? All right. Thank you, Freddie. Oh, I messed up. Can you clean that off? I hit that. That was my fault. That's me. That was not Shane. That was me.
Botchamania.
We'll get that cleaned up for you.
You think this will make Botchamania?
I don't think I'm that popular. I'm gonna get Botchamania. I don't think so. All right. So this one, did this one have a pose with it too? This one has a picture. Or did we sign that previously and he added to it?
Let me check on this.
We'll come back to this one.
No.
Oh no, here it is. He put it on this one.
Okay, I just got next to
That's
it.
what it
There
is.
you
Yep. Let's make sure because same figure. All right. Jonathan Rowe. He wants two Jonathan with a Jonathan.
Is it?
And then Hurricane. And same thing to Jonathan on this. Remember that gold? All right. Harvest, Alabama. Either Roll Tide or War Eagle, whatever your choice was. All right. Okay, you can clean that up for me because I messed it up. Re-sign it for you, Freddie. Try not to screw this one up.
All right.
All right. This one is for Andrew Miller, Seven Valleys, Pennsylvania. He said if you could write, stand back, there's a hurricane coming through. This question is, what made you want to start using the choke slam?
The do you want his
Stand
name?
back.
Do
Nope.
it just that.
Stand back, there's a hurricane coming through.
I started to do the choke slam for the very first time in a match with Big Show. This was when Big Show was, not that he's never not been huge, but he was particularly big. So there wasn't a lot of things I was going to do with him in terms of wrestling moves. And I just thought it would be funny if I tried to choke slam him. And that was it.
Then
It was only
finisher was born.
It was only ever going to be that first time, and there we have it.
Joseph Lanza, what's up with that? Just not his name, but just what's up with that? All right, there you go, Joseph. Thank you. Next one is for John Price. We want you to write quick to the Hurricane. John Price in Eagle River, Arkansas. Where's that Alaska? This is bad. Is AK Alaska or Arkansas?
Alaska.
Yeah, I was like, that didn't look right. Arkansas is AR, right? Yeah.
Yes.
All right, Alaska, Eagle River, Alaska.
This is a redo. We need to what's up with that.
Okay, we need to add on for Josh Wolf. What's up with that? All right, Josh. Thank you. All right, Robert Nunez. I just want you to write stand back. There we go, Robert. Thank you. While we had to cut these personalizations off, guys, you see the volume that the Hurricane's producing tonight. He wants you to write stand back. There's a hurricane coming through. Christopher Fucci in Commerce, Georgia. We still have Wrestle Tunes up, so that is the one item we are allowing because we had a box. We didn't give you an opportunity to buy it for the last couple of days, so. All right, thank you, Christopher. This one is Timothy Mendeval. Is it the same Timothy that just won the? No, different Timothy.
No, that's Tim Jameson.
Jameson, yeah. All right, Timothy. All right, this guy has two. Yeah, two of these. Do you have two of these?
We only have the variant left.
Who is that?
It's Sean Peterson.
John Peterson. Hold off on that one. Please go to another one real
Yep.
quick.
All right, this one is To Sam. This is bought by Aaron Shank, but To Sam. And then just Hurricane. Ask the question, is it possible you make another appearance on AEW? Unlikely, huh? Maybe?
At the moment,
At
at
the
the
moment.
moment, it's
So
probably
one time
not.
only.
Yeah, that
How
could
much
have been
advance notice did you have of that AEW appearance? I know you talked to Matt on a somewhat regular basis. But.
a little bit. You know, he pitched the idea to me and told me to tweak it, and that's the beautiful thing that we've always done together. And it would just had to be okayed on their end, you know, for them
Right.
to do it. So
Stand back. And was that the first time you had met Tony Khan when he came to your?
no, we met at one of Ric Flair's bashes, either a wedding or a birthday party or something. So I knew Tony before then. But that's the first time I ever worked with him in a creative capacity. So.
Hector Rodriguez, thank you. All right, this one is going to Nathan Shupp. Just your signature on this one?
But like some of the production people from AEW, I had known since WCW.
Mm-hmm. Yep, they picked up a lot of
people I've known.
Ring of Honor guys, WCW guys. They've assembled quite a crew. All right, so are we going to give him a
We
variant?
are because
Okay. All right, Sean Peterson. We're getting a variant since we can't count.
Just
Hurricane.
So he gets the chase.
Yep.
Good job. This one's better.
Oh, well, we're going to have to switch to a Sharpie if that one's out, because that's the only Posca we have left. There you go. You want to reprime this one, get this one flowing again? Let's take those two. All right, a Russell Tunes. We'll use this green. Oh, you got it?
Yep.
All right. All right, Joseph Sanchez back for another one. Just sign it in green, as we said. It's just Hurricane. This is the third one for Joseph, by the way. I'm counting, keeping
nice.
track. All right, Joseph.
Thank you, Joe.
I'd like you to. This is Christine Woods, number 2 for Christine. If you write stand back and then Hurricane. Christine, thank you again. All right, add What's Up With That for Richard Reese. Guys, no worries. If you signed a turnbuckle, we haven't signed the first one yet. So you're going to see yours soon. We'll switch. All right, this one is for Eric Theory. Stand back. Put the cap on this one. I'm going to switch to black on these next one. Eric, that was for you. We got this is for the Hal Haney piece. He wants you to write to Eric and Caitlin.
Just right, and then Hurricane.
Yep. All right, Eric, and the final piece. And the first time you got to sign one of these, we'll break it in for you. He wants you to write, let's see, What's Up With That? And then I think this is the first one we've done on patent neon green.
That's cool.
Just doesn't fit for many other characters there. There we go. All right, and we're going to bring Timothy Jameson, who bought these tights, paid handsomely. Thank you. He wants you to write signature NEW. New sign.
No, that was just the new because he won the first one.
Sign in green on the black part. SHIT Hurricane. What's up with that? Sign on green on the blue. Oh, let's put it on the front.
I think he said on the black.
He said on the black.
Sign green on the black. All right.
Yeah, S period, H period.
So, what am I supposed to sign here?
S.
So do that part.
Yeah, S period, H period, I period, T.
And so he doesn't want me to spell it out. He wants that. Okay.
That's what he wrote. Yep.
Now, you know what that stands for, right, Mike?
Superhero in training.
Okay. And then Hurricane as well?
Yep. Actually, I'll let you write on the other side just to see if. Let's. Okay.
I'm going to finish.
May have you go over it just in case.
Okay.
On this one, he wants you to write What's Up With That. Let's see if that shows up better. About the same. And then just Hurricane.
Oh, yeah.
Also, once again, want to point out that the crotch is very stretched out. Very stretched out.
It is what it is.
Just to let people know, we've had a couple of people trying to change their pen color on the turnbuckles. We are only going to be able to do the black Sharpie. Nothing else works.
Guys, paint pen does not work on patent, so we don't. It'll never dry. So, although it might look good for a second, it will never dry. All right, so this is one of our two. We actually have one more left, but we took it off, right?
Yeah, we took everything off.
We
It's
took it
that
off.
one right there.
All right. So where are we at on this auction, by the way? Totally forgot about this auction?
300, Scott Caldwell.
Scott Caldwell, $300. I'm going to put this on a 60-second clock. This is $300 to Scott Caldwell. All right, so this one, as we mentioned, we made 3 of these. These are replica tops. These are not ring worn. Shane never wore these in the ring. These are just replica tops, but it looks great when you can frame it right here. You put a shadow box. We're not including these two in a shadow box, but we may auction this off. We'll see.
That's up to you.
But that's what it'll look like if you shadow box. Go to Michael's and pick you up one. This one just wants, Justin just wants you to sign this one in black, just the Hurricane. You want to just write what's up with that on there just to give it a...
We got a request when we get a chance to see the authentication stamp on the back of the belt, please.
Absolutely. This one's for Justin Hill. Justin, how about that? That is a framer. There you go. Someone wants to make sure that they're buying not a non-licensed version of this belt, so let's see if I can put that right there. You see that stamp? That's the WWE stamp. It means we bought this from Figures Toy Company. We have a 2002 copyright on it, so this one's one of those older versions. There we go. Like we said, this was already signed by Swoggle. Leave this right here for you. All right, next one, Joshua Pitteray bought this one, so if you wouldn't mind giving the same treatment to this one. There you go, Joshua. All right, 3 pieces for Karen Garrison. This one's just signed with the Hurricane. Ernest Sutherford, Karen Garrison's from 96, South Carolina. Big, huge town. This one's signed to Shane
The name of the
Helms.
town is 96?
Yeah, we're going to ship it to 96.
96 South
How about that?
I never even heard of that.
I know, until last week, neither had I. Just signed Shane Helms.
This was Gregory Helms.
Greg, I'm sorry. My bad. And then finally, signed the Justice piece for Karen. All right, thank you, Karen.
That's one of those good Karens.
Good Karen.
See, there's some good Karens out there.
So this inscription is going to be on this figure because you put at the bottom. It says by Josh.
This was yes, Ashley Ward. Yep.
Is this just the inscription on the
No,
figure?
the inscription is for the promo up here.
Okay, so
Yep.
this is just Hurricane.
Just Hurricane on that, and
Okay.
then this promo right here is that inscription. I apologize. It was an early morning.
All right, just Hurricane on that one. Ashley Ward in West Virginia. Got 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. Big fan of yours. All right, this one is going to be. There's a hurricane coming through. Stand back. There's a hurricane coming through.
Just to give you a little update, I looked up 96 South Carolina just because this is like the 4th time we've asked.
Sure.
It is a very small town.
No,
with a total
no
square,
kidding.
A total square area of 1.5 miles.
Real.
That's how big the town is.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
If you don't have a street named after you, you did something wrong.
Really called 96, but they don't know why the name. There's a lot of situations of why the name could be called 96, but they don't know. That's pretty cool. We're up to 340 right now on the belt with Scott Caldwell.
Okay.
So if you want to put it on another 60 seconds.
All right. 60 seconds, 340. Is that the same person I called last time?
Nope.
No.
We've got a couple people coming back and forth, so I'm just trying to speed that up.
Sure.
Because, one thing we did forget is we have these boots.
Oh my gosh! How can we forget
Sorry
your
about that,
boots?
Shane.
I don't
You don't care. We don't care. All right, Tyree Davis. I want you to sign Citizen Tyree. I
Okay.
hear you're also a superhero. What's up with that? So much good stuff. How do we forget the boots? The boots are actually being used right now, TYRE, to prop up my phone, which I haven't really looked at all, so it's kind of pointless. I'm going to give them way too many details on your boots.
fuck this up? Can we get that off the I-10?
Nah, just put a superhero in training. That's good.
Okay.
That makes it special. There we go. And then what's up with that? There we go, Tyree. Thank you. You added a little extra.
We'll call it that.
We got that black pen. This is for Lauren Bruffy in Ohio. Just put, if you can put stand back. There's a hurricane coming through.
Not sign his name.
Lauren, he's going to give his fans what they want. He always does.
Didn't hurricane?
Yep.
What's up with that?
Well, they said either or, so you gave them both. That's fine.
Oh, okay.
You over-delivered again, Shane.
All right, so we were at 3:45. Chris Barron, Scott Caldwell is out, so we're going to put it on 60 seconds, so we'll keep it to a true 60 seconds.
Okay, what's up with that? This is also for Lauren. You heard him. We are on 30 seconds now on this belt.
30 seconds. We have a couple questions. As always, this is only 12 turnbuckles that we have made, folks.
Yes, one of
That
12.
is our
There,
running
we always make them extremely limited. We do not want to have any extras. It makes them very special, and we never have any extras. All right, this one. Does he want us to write? This is for William Scott. Do you really want us to write Chris Jericho Cruz OG?
Because I was on the first one.
Okay.
Was it? So was he? Is that what he's asking?
I guess so. So why don't you write Chris Jericho Cruz OG?
Okay.
And he says, tell the Disco Jericho Cruz story? Is that safe for all ears?
Yeah, he didn't know he needed a passport.
Really?
So it was supposed to be, is when I did the Keep It at 100 podcast, which was me, Disco, and Conan.
Mm-hmm.
And we're all three booked on this cruise. Well, then Disco doesn't get his passport in time. He claims he didn't know you need one or whatever. And then, he didn't make it. No. And then the first autograph signing we all have to do, Conan doesn't show up either. And so I'm doing it all by myself. And then we're supposed to do it a Keep It at 100 podcast. I haven't seen Conan up to this point. And so I got Karen's there with me. And so it's just me and her. And I'm going, I guess I'm going to have to do this shit myself. And so I went there prepared to just be me. But people were into it. We had a good time. And Conan did show up. And so we all had a blast. Hurricane as well.
Mm-hmm.
Scott Caldwell said yes, he was there. Let's go ahead and give a 10 count once you're done with that with
right.
Chris Barron for 3:45.
William Scott, 345, Chris Barron. And we'll send you an invoice. You pay it. We'll sign it live because we're wrapping things up here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And 10 for the lag.
Yep.
No one else has challenged your high bid. I'll send you an invoice immediately. All right. Tyler Chapman, if you put 2 tie back.
Tie back, like
Yep,
ride back?
Yep. Tyler's been a new customer of ours. I recognize tie back.
I like that. I love that. That's awesome.
All right, tie back.
Tie
There you
back.
go. All right, this one is to J.O.D. The J.O.D.
J-O-D?
All right, no. Let's see what
Whoa.
put to J.O.D. Hurricane Strong.
Okay. Chris Barron is good to go.
I wanted to let you know that you're almost birthday twins. He was born on 7/11/74. You were 75, weren't you?
No, I'm 7/12/74. He's one day before me.
Oh, wow.
74, yeah.
And he met you at a show in South Carolina with his dad. It was one of the last events his dad ever saw before he passed away. So,
Oh, sorry to hear 74.
All right, this one just signed the normal sign on both sides. His name's J.O.D., but we gave him the nickname the J.O.D. Like the
J.O.D.?
LOD.
Okay, I got it.
There you go, J.O.D. All right, so I'm going to do this one last. Do we have enough people in the room to do this? No, I don't know. Do you want to save the boots?
Yeah, we'll say the boots.
Let's save the boots. I messed up. We put these too late, and now we lost half the crowd that's already seen you sign there.
No, that's fine.
So we'll save these for the next virtual. These are pretty nice. So these are wingtips. So
This is shark skin.
yes, that shark skin there, but this is the wingtip design.
That's what that means?
Yeah, means that take the toe and the heel. It's like reinforced, more of a European classic look. And then this is a tapered.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, real nice, real nice.
Yep. So I wore those as Hurricane and Gregor helms.
All right. Well, if someone's watching, would like to make a private bid on these, we'll keep all lines open. But
Jameson's asking.
Tim Jameson's asking.
Yep.
His boots question mark.
Yep.
Yeah, Tim, these boots would go great with those tights. If you want to maybe send us a message, and after we get off the air, I can maybe video chat you. Maybe we can work out a deal.
Send it directly to Michael. Because I won't check it.
No, that's true.
Yes.
I'll check it after we go off the air. All right, Miguel Quasar.
Quasar. Quasar is a very
Quasar.
underrated Avenger.
Extremely
He
underrated.
wants to know if you have any funny or bad Vince stories. You better be careful. You better not tell
I don't
him.
actually. Like people do ask that, but I've never had a bad interaction with Vince. Anytime he said to yell at me a few times, but it was shit I deserved, and he's the boss.
Sure.
You know, so. But he's always been great with me.
All right, nothing. He
Just Hurricane?
Yeah, just
Tim said that he'll send it.
okay. All right, Hurricane. There we go. Thanks, Miguel. And we are on Marshall Sherman. He wants you to write "Stand Back." Marshall's also joining us for Boxomania 9 on Saturday at 5 o'clock. You go to highspotsauctions.com, buy your spot. They're only $50 a spot. Guaranteed at least $60 in value. Of course, most of the boxes are going to be worth $80, $100. And then you got those grand prizes. What was our grand prize this
Their
week?
prize is the belt, the NWA autograph
Oh,
Ric
yeah.
Flair belt.
NWA Ric Flair belt signed by him. And I think, didn't we also give a Harley race?
We give a Ric Flair sign promo
Yep.
and a Harley race sign promo, both holding the belt. And then second place is our Festival of Friendship signed by Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Actually, I'll pull those. I'll put these on the table in just a second as we go off the air.
I was doing an autograph signing, an appearance with Molly Holly one time. She was in Mighty Molly, and Holly came up and asked to get a picture with us.
Really?
And we were both like, what? Like we were beside ourselves. We couldn't even say, okay, please. Because everybody's a fan of Harley,
Oh,
so
absolutely.
that was fantastic.
All right.
Just Hurricane?
I think he wants you to write "Merry Christmas, Henry."
Henry. Does that say Henry?
Yep. Merry Christmas, Henry. This is for Jesse Berberich in Jackson Heights, New York. Thank you, Jesse. And congratulations, Henry. Nice gift from Jesse. All right, Tristan Johnson. Tristan was our big winner of the Tully Blanchard Four Horsemen jacket. We did a auction there. I tried to buy it back for $3,000, and Tristan told me to no thanks. But let's see. Stand back. There's a hurricane coming through.
Okay.
And then he wants you to sign something on the bottom of it, too. I want you to write on the bottom, WWF European Champion 2001, and then your signature.
$2,001?
Mm-hmm. You remember that, right? Yeah.
Vaguely. Now Hurricane.
Yep. All right, thank you, Tristan. This one is for Michael Blanton, Black Label Pro Promoter. I want you to write on the turnbuckle personalization, I beat the Rock, and then the date, 3/10/03.
Is that right up here?
Yep. Three 10/03, and then just Hurricane on the bottom. All right, and he also picked up a photo. He'd like you to write Master of the Vertebraker. For Miguel, who's that?
He says that his personalization is High Spots is number one. We just weren't sure if that was his actual personalization.
That's what he wants us to write?
That's what we're wondering.
Angel, who's on the feed right now, asking about Miguel's.
Can you tell us what the personalization is? Because he wrote High Spots is number one, which we did not think was a personalization. We just wanted to think that was a statement. But if he wants us to write High Spots is number one, we'll make that happen. All right, this one is for William Scott.
So
we're gonna add something.
He added this in the feed if you
Okay.
could.
Yep, absolutely. So just sign on both sides. I was like, we just signed this. All right.
That's the last one.
This one?
Until the sky.
Okay.
This is back.
All right. And this one is Anthony DeVito, last but not least. No, turn her upside down. Put stand back. There's a hurricane coming through. And then what's up with that?
It's number one.
What's up with that?
What's up with that? And the signature? That's for Anthony DeVito. And,
Yes. That is the affirmative on Miguel's. He wants that on the pad.
All right. There you go, Anthony. Thank you. And Miguel would like for you to add High Spots as number one, which is appropriate if this is the last thing we're going to sign
Yeah.
online.
Yeah.
We got the belt. Do you pay?
Yep.
Oh, well, we won't be the last thing then. There we go. That's what it is, right? What's up with that?
Ichiban.
Number one. Bringing you the best stuff. All right. Now.
So he has signed Gregory Helms
Okay.
385.
Okay.
Okay. Right here.
Chris Barron.
You sure you don't want me to write it right there? That's the way it should be.
You want to put it there too? You want to put it in
Yep.
black right there? We can do it.
Black.
It'll rub right off, but on
I
the,
don't know. We had pretty good luck with that 24/7 belt.
yeah.
Weirdly enough.
There we go. Gregory Helms. You want to put it on there too? All right. If you don't like it, you can probably rub it off with something, but I'm going to fill it in for you. Nice.
There you have it.
You got your own plate. Is that it? We done?
That was it.
All right, guys. Wow, we almost 2.5 hours nonstop. Man,
Stuff.
you just always bringing the business there, Shane. You're real good. I want to thank Shane. I want to say, Shane, we didn't talk about this, but you were down in Orlando. Tell us quickly what it was like being down there for Undertaker's finale, being backstage.
I mean, it's one of the most legendary careers that there's ever been in the business. I mean, if there's one thing I could change, I wish the crowd would have been there for him, you know, because it's such a legendary career. But the fact that it ended exactly 30 days when it started, I see why they did that, because there is a lot of symmetry to that. But, I mean, there's not a more respected person in this industry, I don't think, than The Undertaker. So, and, like, to be a personal friend of him, you know, I was invited to his wedding as well, which is a very small group of people. And we've, you know, when I left WWE in 2010, the first time, I mean, we've stayed friends ever since, you know, and he was a big inspiration for me because I didn't have a lot of coaching on how to make this Hurricane character work. The only thing that was even close was Undertaker and by proxy Kane. They're the only two characters that were as fantastic as the Hurricane. So, and I wasn't quite getting the same push as the Undertaker, you know, so I had to do what he was doing, but kind of without the help from creative. But you know, he was just always there for advice and just, you know, one of my favorite people. So
Absolutely.
it was good to see him, man. I don't know. That's all I can say. One of the best has ever done.
It's great to have you in here, and it's great to hear that you still watch the product and you're
Oh, yeah.
still super involved in the pro wrestling business, the industry, and always giving back, and that means a lot. And you're always one of my favorites to work with. So I appreciate after I hounded him for months before he'd come out of his shell and accept this booking, and I'm glad you finally did. And,
Oh, my pleasure.
It's great to see you again. So,
Anytime, man. We'll have to do round two.
absolutely.
If I'm allowed.
If you're allowed, absolutely have you in here. So with that, guys, just a reminder, happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there. Stay safe. Saturday we'll be back for Boxmania, and I'll give you a little tip. You're going to want to be around on Monday as we do our Cyber Monday special. Just planned just now, right before we had our production meeting. We're going to give you some killer deals.
I'll be in Orlando on Monday.
Since we're off this
Can't
Thursday,
imagine why.
there is
But go
no
ahead.
there is no show on Thursday,
No
right?
show on
Because
Thursday.
of Thanksgiving, we'll be eating a lot of food. So we're going to replace that with a shortened version on Monday, our Cyber Monday deal.
Cyber Monday.
You're not going to want to miss that. And as I mentioned in the beginning, highspots.com, you know that other site that we run, not the High Spots auction site, that other site starts their Black Friday sale tonight at midnight. So if you want to pick up a couple of items that maybe you've been looking at, you can pick them up for a discount. We don't do a lot of sales. I don't like to give my stuff away at a discount, so take advantage of it while it's there. And with that being said, everybody have a great Thanksgiving. Thank you, Shane, for joining
My
us.
pleasure.
Thank you for
Thank you.
spending the entire day traveling just to make it here for us. We
Yeah, my
appreciate
pleasure.
it.
Thank you.
And if you missed anything, if we cut you off on the thing, we're going to have Shane sign a few more pieces of each of these things, so you'll have an opportunity to go back tomorrow and pick these up on highspotsauctions.com. They will not be on highspots.com. Be on highspotsauctions.com. We'll sign a few of these extra pieces here, a couple of pictures, so if you got cut off, won't have the opportunity to do personalizations. You won't see it signed on camera, but we'll hook you up. All right. With that, everybody said good night, goodbye.